My own one, I've never loved anyone in the world but you.
Yes, but men often propose for practice. My brother Giles does. My girlfriends tell me so. My, what wonderfully brown eyes you have, Ernest. They are quite brown. I hope you'll always look at me just like that, especially when there are other people present.
Mr. Worthing! Rise, sir, from the semi-recumbent posture. It is most indecorous.
Mama, I must beg of you to retire. This is no place for you. And besides, Mr. Worthing is not quite finished yet.
Finished what, may I ask?
I am engaged, Mama, to Mr. Worthing.
Pardon me. You are not engaged to anyone. When you do become engaged, I or your father, should his health permit him, will inform you of the fact. An engagement should come upon a young girl as a surprise, either pleasant or unpleasant, as the case may be. It is hardly a matter that she could be allowed to arrange for herself. Now, I have a few questions to put to you, Mr. Worthing. And while I am making my inquiries, you, Gwendolyn, will wait for me below in the carriage.
Mama?
In the carriage, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn!
Yes, Mama.
You can take a seat, Mr. Worthing.
Thank you, Lady Bracknell. I prefer standing.
I feel bound to tell you that you are not down in my list of eligible young men, though I have the same list that the dear Duchess of Bolton has. We work together, in fact. However, I am ready to enter your name should your answers be what a really affectionate mother requires. Do you smoke?
Well, yes. I must admit I smoke.
I'm glad to hear it. A man should have an occupation of some kind. There are far too many idle men in London as it is. How old are you?
25.
Oh, a good age to be married at. I am of the opinion that a man who desires to get married should know either everything or nothing. Which do you know?
I know nothing, Lady Bracknell.
I am pleased to hear it. I do not approve of anything that tampers with natural ignorance. Ignorance is like a delicate, exotic fruit. Touch it and the bloom is gone. The whole theory of modern education is radically unsound. Fortunately, in England, at any rate, education produces no effect whatsoever. If it did, it should prove a serious danger to the upper classes and probably lead to acts of violence in Grosvenor Square. What is your income?
Between 7,000 and 8,000 a year.
In land or in investments?
Investments chiefly.
That is satisfactory. What with the duties extracted of one during one's lifetime and the duties exacted of one after one's death, land has ceased to be a profit or a pleasure. It gives one position without allowing one to keep it up. And that's all that can be said about land.
I own a country house with some land. Of course, attached to it about 1,500 acres, I believe. But I do not rely on that for my main income. You see, I think the poachers are the only ones who make anything out of it.
A country house. How many bedrooms? That can be settled afterwards. You have a townhouse, I hope. A girl with a simple, unspoiled nature like Gwendolyn could hardly be expected to reside in the country.
Well, I own a house at Belgrave Square. It's let at the moment by Lady Blockstone, but I can get it back at any moment. 6 months' notice.
Lady Bloxham. I don't know her.
She goes about very little. She's a lady considerably advanced in years.
Nowadays, there is no guarantee of respectability of character. What number, Belgrave Square?
149.
The unfashionable side. I thought there was something. However, that could easily be altered.
Do you mean the fashion or the side?
Both, if necessary, I presume. What are your politics?
I'm afraid I really have none. I'm a liberal unionist.
Well, they count as Tories. They dine with us or come in the evening at any rate. Well, to minor matters. Are your parents living?
I've lost both my parents.
To lose one parent, Mr. Worthing, may be considered a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. Who was your father? He was evidently a man of some wealth. Was he born into what the radical papers call the purple of commerce, or did he rise from the ranks of the aristocracy?
I'm afraid I don't know. The fact is, Lady Bracknell, I said I'd lost both my parents. It would be nearer to the truth to say that my parents had lost me. You see, I don't know where I was born. I was found.
Found?
The late Mr. Thomas Cardew, a gentleman of a very charitable and kindly disposition, found me and gave me the name of Worthing, because he happened to have a first-class ticket to Worthing in his pocket at the time. Worthing's in Sussex. It's a seaside resort.
Where did this charitable gentleman with a first-class ticket to a seaside resort find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Yes, Lady Bracknell, a quite large brown leather handbag with handles to it. An ordinary handbag, in fact.
What locality did this Mr. James Thomas Cardew come across this ordinary handbag?
The cloakroom at Victoria Station. It was given to him in mistake of his own.
Cloakroom? The Victoria Station?
Yes, the Brighton line.
The line is immaterial, Mr. Worthing. I confess I am somewhat bewildered by what you have just told me. To be born, or at any rate bred, in a handbag, whether it had handles or not, seems to me to display a contempt of the modern decencies of family life that remind one of the worst excesses of the French Revolution. And I presume you know what that unfortunate movement led to. As to the particular locality in which the handbag was found, the cloakroom at a railway station may serve to conceal a social indiscretion, has probably indeed been used as such before now, but it could hardly be regarded as an assured basis for an upright position in good society.
May I ask, what would you advise me to do? I need hardly say I would do anything to ensure Gwendolyn's happiness.
I would strongly advise you to try and acquire at least some relations as soon as possible. And to make a definite effort to produce at least one parent of either sex before the season is quite over.
I don't see how I could possibly manage to do that. I can produce the handbag at any moment. It's in my dressing room at home. I really think that should satisfy you, Lady Bracknell.
Me? Sir, what has it got to do with me? You can hardly imagine that I and Lord Bracknell would allow our only daughter, a girl brought up with the utmost care, to marry into a cloakroom and form an alliance with a parcel!
Good morning. For heaven's sake, Algy, don't play that ghastly tune. How idiotic you are.
Didn't it go off all right, old boy? You don't mean to say Gwendolyn refused you? I know it's the way she has. She's always refusing people.